Yeah, we live. Yeah,
Like, oh, we are. Hello.
we live. Get some sage, everybody. We need something.
Oh my God. Is there a stage in the world?
Sage. I got some smudge spray, crystals. I want to say two things. Like these moons, these energies are one individual and two collective, obviously, right? They're going to hit differently for everybody. They're going to hit each of you in a different house. This full moon, which is the sun is in Capricorn at 13 degrees, the moon is in Cancer at 13 degrees. They're across from each other. And by now, because it was about 5:03 a.m. Eastern time that it was exact, and around the same time, somebody was causing some worldwide trouble. And and
No,
he
there's always somebody, right? There's
and
always
it's always the
one
same
guy.
it's the same guy. And they happen to know that 13 degrees of Cancer is America's sun on America's birth chart. So here, if we're looking at America's Sibley chart, the sun is being conjunct by the transiting moon, and there's explosions, right? There's purposefully done to trigger throughout the world. See, and to me, what they're doing, and they're pretty damn smart, they get ahead of it, and they direct the energies, they control it. So our nervous systems are always jolting, right? We never know we're coming or going. Can I sit down? Can I not?
The whole
So
world's having a stress test.
right.
Who needs nuclear medicine?
Right. And so it's up to us. This is what Diana and I were talking in the back. It's up to us to regulate. Of course, it's up to us to regulate our nervous systems and our energy bodies, right? But this moon is the first full moon of the year. It's in Cancer. It's a supermoon, so it's even bigger than a normal moon. And this is the closest. This is the Earth is in perihelion to the sun. So the Earth is closest to the sun this right now than it is any other time of year. And then at the end, next December, we'll have a second full moon, the last full moon of 2026 in Cancer. So you see, they bookend there, and we see what started on this one. So this is going to play out.
The moon is very important every day this year.
Mm-hmm.
Moon is important always because it is our emotional self. And it's rapid at change, right? It's every 2 hours, it's at another degree. So in 2.5 days, it has egressed into a new sign. And there's a portion of time when it is getting ready to make that egress that we say the moon has gone void. That means that the moon is busy stilling the waters. The tide is not coming in, but rather being pulled away. So the water is not rushing to the shore like it was. So during those times, you can sort of stabilize yourself and brace yourself for what's coming next by, okay, where's the moon now? And how does it affect your moon? Is there going to be a trigger to your moon or some other planet in your chart? So the moon is always an important thing. But it's fleeting. It moves quickly. It changes quickly. So in that, the aspects may not last long.
But on a super full moon, powerful, they knew what they were doing. I believe they knew what they were doing. Now
and
the moon
stage, and the other thing is
it did set the stage.
It sets the stage for the tone. Like what I was saying. Even if when it goes void, it is that very first impact is setting the stage for how you handle what comes next. Okay. So yes, as well as doing an interview with a well-known attorney from The Hague on New Year's Eve when people are out busy doing other things and everybody's thinking nobody's going to listen to them.
This is something else, boy. I'm just like I'm looking at where the planets are right now, Diana. The moon now is at 22 degrees. Okay, so Jupiter's at 21, so it's sitting. It just went past. It's not far. I mean, it's still in conjunction. So now Jupiter is going to expand everything that comes up. Okay, what's all transpired today, but really what's transpired the last hour two, next hour two. And the crazy thing is we have 13 degree sun, 22 degree moon, right? So here's these fours, 13 degree Venus, Earth is 13 degrees. Chiron's 22 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
And Chiron just stationed direct yesterday. Now,
top of a kite, 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 T squared, T squared, T squared, top of a kite, top of, and this is going to continue on. But listen, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. This morning, here in Grand Blanc, I did the chart for when we had the full moon. Okay, I mean, right, and that was early this morning. And in Grand Blanc, I've got a me. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. And that's what was going on at the time. Mars and Jupiter are opposite each other, and the moon in Grand Blanc was in the 7th house.
Ah, nice.
So, if you do a chart, it would have been in the 7th house, no matter where you are in whatever time zone you're in. When it's happening, and that's where it was. So I just had to bring attention to that. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
And that's the main point. That's the main point. So thank you for bringing that up, because despite all the shenanigans, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Well, and the other thing is, you know, people have looked, I've even gone and looked this up and tried to find it, and I missed it. I don't know how I didn't get this date when I was trying to find it a couple of years ago, because we were going into this, right? Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, there it does. It shows up this morning at the time of the full moon. I was like, oh my God, I get to, it really did happen. Not that, what's his name, knew what it was when he was writing the lyrics to the song.
I love it. But that is the main point, for real. We are evolving. He is not going to get away with all this stuff. No. There is going to be a come to Jesus moment sooner or later. And in the meantime, it is up to us to stay steady and stable. And as us being light workers and love workers and energy workers, we're the front runners that show up the best we can. You know, I'm not saying you got to be perfect, by no means. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But got to, you know, we're there for others. We're there for each other. Important. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off.
No, you didn't. You did not at all. I was just looking at the chat in my room, and hello everybody. Annie Bear, Hypnotist, Leah.
Let's say hi to everybody. Janet, Bor, Leah, Mary Thornberry.
Yep.
Diana. I saw Viviani. Who? Who did you see?
Sue Toffee and Bernadette, you're here. Howdy.
Hi. Viviani, oil painter, Karen Robinson, Gina's Place on YouTube. I love it.
Barbara Bergman, howdy. Well, Barbara sent me some adorable gnomes to set out by the beehives in the spring. Aww. And they're all organized besides, so I'm going to set them up as she suggested in a triangle around it.
See, isn't that cool? Angela's here. And that's kind of another thing that we're doing. Hypnicity, how are you? It is a Cancer full moon, super full moon. You are going to feel like the homemaker. You're going to be cooking. You're going to be like up and moving in, right? So everything is like, put it in its place. You know, you want to take your time, and you want
Well,
to.
you're both cancers, right? Hypnicity is a cancer also, so you're really feeling it. Uh-oh, you're frozen. Come back, come back.
Again, I hope that. I think this is me. This
There you
happened
are.
to me last night.
There
Well,
you are.
guys, if we get cut off, I'll come back on. Just so you know, this is new internet, new everything, new computer. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, so here we are, and it's in very intense energy. We got Moon conjunct Jupiter right now, so we're like.
Oh, and and then all the other stuff besides that. What do we got? We got Vulcan, the Sun, and Venus, and Mars, and Mercury, and all this other stuff coming together. We've got the Mercury trining Uranus. We've got, oh, that's on January 18th. I'm on the wrong page. Sorry, guys. See, okay, you know what? She's frozen again. But since I'm so excitable, let us just take a minute. Let's back up and let's start with 3 deep breaths and a little bit of a meditation and healing. So inhale and hold at the top, and exhale through parted lips. Grandmother Moon, light our way. Show us which glen we stand in today. Be it for rest or work or play, Grandmother Moon, light my way. Yelena the trods reveal the trail. Even through shadows it doth prevail. Over the hill and through the dale, Yelena the trods reveal the trail. Whether wide berth or path left behind, as we push on forward, we need what we find. Pride the smithy, teach us to forge. Together we bridge over the gorge. What is it floats under the boards? Bits to release, as scraps move out words, the used and the need and how to proceed. Rise on the babbles of our elemental creed. In this light we stand. On this night we howl. And so mote it be. Well, I do hope she comes back. It'll be much more interesting. Everybody, can you still see me? Can somebody in the chat let me know whether or not you can still see me? Because sometimes I disappear too. And then I'm just on camera. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So where to start, right? What happened on January 1st? This is the 11. Let me find that first day of my notes. So we're heading into a time of shift happens, right? Because we know that all of the big planets are definitely going to be making changes. Those far out planets that by which we try to make plans for the future. So let me just run them down quickly. Neptune is going to change into Aries on January 26th. And he'll be there until May of 2038. That's a long time. Then Saturn is going to change February 13th, and be there until April 12th of 2028. So he's only going to be in Aries for 2 years. So he's going to move much faster than he has been through this egress in Pisces. Uranus is going to change signs, and we have to wait until April. So because of this, I think that we're going to see most of what is going to define the future when Uranus makes his egress into Gemini, which will happen on April 25th, and he will stay there until August 3rd of 2032. And then Chiron. Now, here's another thing. Chiron is moving also on June 17th. He's going to go into Taurus, but he's only going to stay there for 3 months. So think back when Uranus did that last year, slipped into Gemini and then moved back into Taurus. So that's what Chiron is going to be doing. So we're going to get a taste of what the healing is going to be like, but we still have to go back and finish the healing that is going on in Aries, because Chiron is a big player in Aries, and he's also conjunct Xena Eris. So in that conjunction, we have this fight to heal ourselves. And some of us are living it. Some of us are living it. But then when he does make the egress for good, he'll do that in April of 2026. And he stay there for 6 years. So just like he had a 7-year stint here in Aries, he's going to have a 6-year stint. Now we're going to begin to see his undulating. He's going not quite as far out. It's going to be a bigger circle every time. So then we're going to get to the point where he's only going to have like a year and a half in a sign like the nodes. And that's another thing. The nodes are going to change also, but they don't change until
July.
Yeah. 7/26. They're going to change into Aquarius for the North Node and Leo for the South Node.
But right, I wanted to say something before I got rudely disconnected by the internet gods. But anyway, when we have on the 6th, we have Mars and Venus conjunct with the Sun, right? In a Cazimi in Capricorn. This is big. This is us preparing building our steps, right, to what we want to create. But right now, Diana, they're all out of bounds.
Yep, they're all out of bounds. Well, January 4th, Venus and Mars will go back in bounds, and Mercury will go back in bounds on the 17th. But I think the moon is still out of bounds too. So the thing is, all right, we got a Mars Kazami, we've got a Venus Kazami, and we're going to have a Mercury Kazami.
Yes.
All of that's going to happen.
That's
just
all.
as the sun goes into Aquarius, we get the Kazami with Mercury.
Oh, we do. Okay, so we're getting the update. The sun is updating Mars and Venus right now. Then he's going to update Mercury, and then they go around and they update everybody else because there's a lot going on in the chart. This is the goddess. This is the third full moon at 13 degrees. We have 3 more. That's the goddesses. The goddesses are speaking. The divine feminine is coming in, whether or not the lower frequency wants it to or not.
Exactly. And the importance of all of this is we're getting this configuration with the bucket that is right now in Capricorn. They're going to stay together. That bucket is staying together. I mean, yeah, if you look at my chart too.
Oh, shoot. Bucket.
Right? We got nothing in the 10th, 11th, and 12th house, and we've only got the South Node in the 9th house. So there's a whole part missing in this cog. This is swinging back and forth. It's almost ready to go over. It's like what is that one, that ride? It go at King's Dominion, and it goes around and around, or a bucket when you've got it filled with water and you're doing it against like a centrifuge, and you're just keeping the water in the bucket. It doesn't slosh out because you're swinging it fast enough so the bucket stays on the sides. At any rate, they're going to stay together and travel into there in earth and water, which is the very feminine end of it. but then they're going to go into fire and air with a more masculine theme. And that doesn't mean this is feminine for both male and female, and masculine for both male and female. We're going to have a better understanding when that Aries I am goes from being a T-square to being the top of a kite.
Yeah, because we're just starting this year, right? And we're being asked to be emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, because once you have a stable emotional field, right? All your energy bodies, you're able to make the proper decisions for your path going forward. Boom, boom, boom. Spirit. This is why we always talk to our spirit team. I can't do anything without my spirit team.
Yeah.
I have the same thing, Mary Thornberry. South Node Aquarius, North Leo, and everything in Leo pretty much. But it's going to be an interesting year. And then Jupiter will change from Cancer into Leo. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really cool, because that's going to set, Jupiter is helping us emotionally mature too, because he's in a sign for a year. Now he's at 21 degrees. And is he still? Yeah, he's still retrograde. So he's only got 9 more degrees. But I forget when Jupiter changes into Leo. Do you know when that is?
I wrote it down. Just a minute. Let me find him on my list here.
But that's powerful that Jupiter's got primed Cancer. I mean, primed by Jupiter, and it's going to go with Leo, the heart, right?
Jupiter into Leo is on 6/29 until 7/25 of 27.
Oh, really? Wow, 7/25. What? Wait, say that one more time. I'm sorry. See.
Jupiter is changing into Leo on June 29th. So the sun will be in Cancer.
Got you.
And then he will stay there until July 25th.
27. Okay.
Of 27.
Oh, wow. It's going to be a crazy year, because then we're going to have the North Node in Aquarius. So that's going to be, that's opposing that Leo. So that's
right. And as the signs switch from where they are now, we're also going to be having that grand trine of cardinal signs. When they get into the air signs,
okay,
it will be an air cardinal grand trine.
Wow. It's just going to be a huge year. Well, it is huge. It's huge going out till, what do you say, about 2032? Then it starts to tone down a bit. I don't know.
Well, I think, it takes a while to get anything started correctly. You had to pack them. Now you got to unpack them. And which rooms do you want to paint? Should you unpack before you paint? No, you paint first and then unpack.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll never paint.
That's right. I'm painting this weekend, I think. Next weekend, whatever. We'll see. Hi, Linda Bishop. Hi, Wolf Girl Oracle Dalai.
And everything feels so chaotic, except for the fact that where I am, it's winter, it's immobile. We're not going anywhere. We've had snow every day. Not the kind that builds up heavy, but it's the kind that just makes you take pause. It's been colder than usual. Well, I shouldn't say that, because it's January and I am in Michigan. Hello. But Larry doesn't come looking for food every night, But he was out tonight and he's sniffing the trees, looking around. There's not much on the ground, and so I have a bowl that I had filled with stuff to take out to him if he showed up tonight. And it was perfect timing. I was able to slip it under this shrub that he was sniffing. So he's under there eating it, and I got the door shut so the dogs don't know he's here yet.
So he gets to eat in peace.
Yeah.
And I did want to say real quick, if we didn't clarify, out of bounds means there are no rules.
Can you see it playing out? Can you see it playing out?
But that could go both ways too, right?
both ways.
That's what I was saying to myself earlier. I'm like, come on, Sparkly, tell me when
Yep.
this is going to end.
Well, I can see that because y'all know what happened with me and my little nuclear stress test. What is that about? I mean, oh my God, what are they trying to train us for with that kind of medication? What the hell?
Mm,
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know.
That according to my chart, that shouldn't have happened. Well, it did. It's just that the perspective shifted.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a quantum shift. It wasn't a time shift. It wasn't a time hop. It wasn't anything like that. It was looking at it like the hanged man, which I did not do. I didn't allow room for negative things to be in there because I didn't want negative things in there.
Right.
But this could all end up being a blessing in disguise. And I have finally gotten through the 5 stages of grief because it hit me like
it hit
death.
you hard. Yeah, it did hit you hard.
Like I'm going to be in a wheelchair forever? What? No, I'm not. I'm not in a wheelchair. But I am, if we go someplace and I'm going to do my normal 3-mile walk, I can't do that. Like if I go to Greenfield Village, I have to be in a chair or a rider.
I feel that the information I got was that the time, everything divine timing first, there was something not right that needed to play out. So I would just, you're never going to not walk.
Thank you.
You're never going to.
When the sun goes down and the moon is in the 7th house. No, when the sun, we're in a geomagnetic storm right now with another way. And I'm telling you, I got the surge of energy. I got things accomplished, and then bingo, I couldn't move. And the sun went down, and bingo, I felt better. And this was yesterday. This morning, the same thing. Now we're in the thick of the storm, and the morning was just so hard. And then I pushed my way through it, but I had to really pace myself. And the sun goes down. Even on a gray day, the sun is still out there. So the sun went down, and I'm like walking without the cane and able to hobble around, and movement, my muscles are responding. So it's not just a state of mind. It is the fact that, and if you haven't watched Stefan Burns lately, he's even begun to say it himself. He talked about it 2 days ago, 3 days ago, about when that flare went off, he couldn't even walk home from the gym. So exhausted, and that was not normal for him. He said to himself, there must have been a flare, and got home, and sure enough, there was a flare. So it's beginning to play on a lot of people, and beginning to understand. I only do wish that medicine would catch up with that.
Well, and this is part of, remember how we've been saying like the last couple of years, all the systems that were life negating are being restructured, right? Even the planets, even Saturn, Father Time is being restructured. He's in Pisces. He's like, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's being restructured though. But those things, to me, that is life negating. It's not a healing. Our medical system isn't a healing system. It is specifically to put profit over people. That has to change. That has to. That's part of the things that's not going forward with us to the new earth, right?
That's right. So what we're feeling now, do not be shocked. It's going to continue this way until we get to that new moon. When we get to the new moon, then we are in Aquarius, January 20th, 19th, 20th, depending on your time zone. So be prepared to bolster.
Yeah. And even
shields up, mirrors out.
And wait a minute, which one? The next one is new moon in Aquarius, right? And then, wait, am I right?
It's the 20th.
No, I'm sorry. New moon. It'll be new moon in Capricorn. Then we're going to full moon in. Okay, the new moon, because that new moon in Aquarius is also a. Oh my God, my brain.
Till the new moon in Capricorn, because the sun goes into Aquarius right afterwards.
Right. And then that next month, though, where we have February 17th, Chinese New Year, we got the fire horse, right?
Well, look how far apart they are, because that's late. February, even Valentine's Day is late when the Chinese New Year, because sometimes we can have it very early in the month of February, closer to it up, Let
me see. We're going to have new moon in Capricorn. And again, we're having new moons at 28 degrees, full moons at 13 degrees until spring equinox. To me, I don't really see like spring equinox will really start rolling, but it's all this energy is prepping us for that. Well, prior to, right?
And the beauty of this new moon is that the sun is at 28 degrees, moving quickly and going into Aquarius right afterwards. It's at 29 and some odd minutes, and the moon is going to follow right into Aquarius with it. And Venus will already be there.
Okay, so then we have next month is a full moon Leo, and then we have the new moon Aquarius solar eclipse. And that is on February 17th, the same day as the Chinese New Year. That's what you were saying. Okay.
Eclipse, yes.
And then the 20th is where we have Saturn and Neptune exact at 0 degrees Aries.
In February. In February, not January. In February, just making sure everybody understands.
Yeah,
February, but
we'll do that 0 degrees in Aries again on the equinox. So you see how to me that's spirit repeating. Pay attention to this date. Pay attention.
This 0 degrees and 44 minutes of arc has not happened since 4,647 or 41 BC. BC. That's how very long. Not that they haven't been in Aries together, but they have not been at 0 degrees conjunct since 4,600 and something BC. I think it's 41. Heather Ensworth.
Yes, she said
all the math on that.
Yeah.
Hey, Heather, thank you so much.
I know. I'm like, thank you for finding. She dug it up, and this is, to me, this whole year is about, because Cancer is about nurturing, right? Your home. Where's your home? Your home inside your body, right? And this is what we got, that nervous system thing going on, because that is the nervous system has to be able to withstand all of these hits. Look how many hits we've taken in 10 years just with idiot around, and it's strengthened us, but I'm tired. I don't know about y'all. And the solar flares are kicking my ass. I can barely talk half the time. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Next week is going to be such a piggyback of things, because on the 5th, we have Mars at 16 degrees, the sun is at 15 degrees, and Venus is coming into the exact Kizami at 15 degrees, okay? Which really will happen on the 6th. But on the 6th, Mars is going to get ahead of Venus, which he is right now, but Mars will be at 17, Venus will be at 16, and at 11:35 here in the east, then we're going to have Venus scoot in front of the sun. So the Kizami is on the other side now, right? And she's going to be starting to move ahead. So then on the 7th, we have Mars at 17 with Venus in the middle and the sun on the other side, with all three of them at 17 degrees.
Yes.
The two lovers, Mars and Venus over here, right? Getting a kiss, an extra little mwah from the sun.
That's some extra, and that's extra information. That's upgraded information. And this is what I'm thinking is going to really be in humanity's favor.
Now,
like this is spirit pulling us pulling us out of that lower frequency that's trying to drag us down.
And here's why. We've got Mercury in the sign also, in Capricorn also, but he's lagging behind. He's in an observer state. He's not flapping his mouth right now. He is just observing, right? And so on the 7th, when it's all those sevens coming in at 17 degrees, he's going to be at 9 degrees. So he's in that, okay, I'm about to make a shift. I've watched enough of this shit happen. I'm about to, what is he going to do? Is he going to tell lies or is he going to tell truth? So this is where we have to make sure that our boundaries are in place. What are the things that you do to protect yourself? Make sure you're doing them. The candles are glowing. Your guides are handy. Your favorite palm stone is in your hand or in your pocket. That you've got all your little talismans around you and good goings to come around, because across from that, we have Jupiter at 20 degrees. So now they're all going to come into play into having an opposition. Now, remember how fast Mercury works, right? He moves so quickly. So before you know it, on the 8th, on the 9th, Mercury is going to be coming into play closer and closer. And that's when we have this potent grand trine or grand cross. We have a grand cross in the sky that night also.
Cool.
So tell me I didn't write it down. He's going to want to start flapping his jaws when he gets to 11, 12 degrees, because he moves so quickly, he's going to catch up to him. And he's going to be in the thick of it when they all go into Aquarius, which is coming. Think about it. We've been in Capricorn since the 21st of December. We're already halfway through it. We're looking at 17 degrees of the sign here on the 9th. So today we're at 13. We're halfway through it.
It's a powerful year, and spirit. I just know spirit that Venus with Mars and the Sun is balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine again, and it's strengthening us. I just feel this is going to really pull the people together too. Well, I think that's more in Aquarius. People are going to come together, and we're going to be like, no more, but
that's when we can expect better things out of Mercury. And I think who was I listening to this morning? I had tried to start a show, but much other news got in the way. It was on Next Level Soul, and the guy that he was interviewing said things are at their most chaotic right now because it's all about to change.
Yeah, and that's
just true. You know it yourself when you the piles of laundry are on the floor in the basement, and you got to wash them, and they're scattered everywhere. You can't even take a step without getting yourself tangled up in sheets and underwear.
I'm just unpacking boxes. I don't even know what I'm doing. Diana, which your channel is? Okay, it's oil paint. Let me write it. It's oil painter. Okay, it's just at oil painter. I'm sorry. Here it is.
That's okay.
Mary Thornberry. I get confused too. And
I never know what they're gonna do to me.
Bye, Wolf Girl. Thank you for hanging out with us. We appreciate all of
Barbara
you coming and hanging out with us. We really do. We love your energy.
Oh, Dolly, Wolf Girl. Hey, girlfriend.
She said last night she had so many downloads she didn't get to sleep till 4 a.m.
Oh,
Hi.
This is why y'all need magnesium cream. You put it on your feet. I'm asleep in 10, 15 minutes. It's like, once I get it on, I lay down, I'm out.
My vitamins got misplaced in the move. My magnesium, I do have my magnesium spray though. I bought more magnesium too. Let's see. I like this, Mary Thornberry, revolution of all systems and keeping only that serves everyone right. The life affirming stuff. If we accomplish that as a planet, well, gosh, the angels and the heavens will sound the trumpets. I agree. We're coming out. I mean, I know it seems almost, you look at what's going on, but this is their plan. They want you to feel hopeless and feel like there's, oh God, we're just all doomed. But this
helpless and hopeless at the same time. That's even worse.
Yeah, it does. And if you look at it, there's some days I'm like, I don't know how we're getting out of this. And then my team will say, yes, you do. You know what's going on. This is coming up. We're here at this point to see, and I still don't understand why we have to see how ugly it is. I mean, I've always seen that it was that ugly, that they were a bunch of pedophiles. I've always seen that. I've always seen it.
I never forgot what went on in the 70s and 80s.
I never stopped.
That 13-year-old girl has come forward again.
She did?
In the news again today.
What'd she say today?
She didn't say anything. It was brought into the news again today. Her testimony, her stuff was brought into the news today, lest we forget.
A pedophile murderer is running the free world. What the hell's going on? Oh my God. Resting is hard. I just keep unpacking and I just do it until I crash. Because I listen to a lot of astrology and some psychic stuff, but it only takes 10 minutes on scrolling through Facebook to see how shitty everything is. And I have to get off of that and go do something positive, because I hear my team say that. Go get your head out of this and go pull your energy up, pull your frequency up.
Right.
And that's all we can do. But we're the only ones who could do it. So and that Chiron and Aries, right? Who just went direct yesterday, is reminding us it is how you are your own power. You are your own power.
And this is going on in Aries. So this is about the I am.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it I am?
Who am I?
Xena is right next to him. They're 2 degrees apart. They might as well be in orb. They are in orb. They're conjunct. They will have an exact conjunction on, I think theirs is on the.
Oh, Eris and Chiron are going to have exact conjunction? Oh,
yes.
Wow.
I have it written down, but I'm sorry, I cannot tell you exactly where it is.
I would say within a month or two if I was. Eris is retrograde, so I'm not sure.
But he moves faster than her, so he's going to catch up to her. And I think it is. I think it is like the 13th or the 12th.
And I'll say this much: those two, Chiron and Eris with the discord, I think she's the one who's going to throw the whole monkey wrench into that little pedophile shit show thing we got going on there. I don't know how, but the goddesses are, right? The goddesses are going to come in and say, no more. What in the world? I'm really brutal on Facebook because that's mostly where I'm political. And I just write that stuff, say it. I don't care. I'm not going to shut up for anybody. I don't do this for money. I do this because I love astrology. I love y'all. We're all about ascending and raising frequency. I'm sorry, that's the opposite of a high frequency, Yeah.
I think that they're conjunct on the 14th, and that is also the day when Mercury is opposite Jupiter exact, and that's we need to start looking for the lies to come pouring out.
Okay. So that's because that Jupiter is going to just put a spotlight on it. And as for us individually, as long as we've been doing our work and we're authentic, we're growing, and we're built. Capricorn is great to build in. Build your dream. What is it? You can really put some concrete steps behind your vision right now.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be fast. Take your time. We have all, this whole year. I'm looking at it with that full moon Cancer, first one, last one, full moon Cancer. That's, to me, is regulating the emotional body, regulating the nervous system. I mean, it's just an ongoing process. Some of us are all ahead of it. We're all at different parts of the journey, right? There's no finish line, though. We're all here holding space as we remember who we are, right? And we're remembering. We don't even have. I don't think we're even scratching the surface of the capacities we have of being frequency light beings. Do you?
Oh, well, I mean, some of us have a clue.
Yeah.
We know it all, right? I mean, the truth about plasma.
Yeah. I love plasma.
I mean, I've known this for a long, long
Yeah.
time. Finally, somebody drew attention to it.
I
Stefan
thought everybody
and
knew.
Dana Kipler and
Yeah.
or Kipling, whatever. Kipling.
Yeah, she was good.
She's very good.
Mhm.
And
I'd like to get her book.
yeah, I've got it on order actually. But
Cool.
the truth is I've already known that. If you were listening in class when you were taking your chemistry class, if you were
Right.
in that, you knew how they made a bomb. Hello, it's all plasma. It's all plasma.
Mm-hmm.
As it separates, as is what's in between is the plasma. And what do we call blood?
But right, that's what I'm saying. And all this is that energy, like when you see in the other side and you're getting hits and visions, I always see it in like a plasmic kind of way. It isn't it isn't I don't it isn't like air. It feels like it has substance to it.
It does. And that is where, I mean, that whole society that Madame Blavatsky was about, they all knew that plasma is where the ether is, and that is where the spirit exists, and that is where our sixth sense wakes up, and that is if we are in touch with that. And one thing that this break has done for me, which I recommend everybody take a break every once in a while, just not doing any shows for a couple of weeks and taking a step back and having to really think about things really put me back in touch with the ether, with the angels, with the things that there's so much rhetoric that you can't hear. There's so much chaos that you can't hear their hum above everybody else's. And sometimes it's just too hard to shut it off. But luckily, things did better for me this way.
And spirit will slow us down. So we go back and connect all the time. It's like, it's time to connect, or you'll get, you get those hits, you get that. Okay. Yeah. There's times, and I think this happens to all of us, where it's like, lay down right now and go to sleep. And you do. And I don't know what's going on, but I wake up and I feel great and I'm moving on. Yeah. But that's where our spirit teams are realigning us, for a better word, right, into these higher frequencies as we go. And there's just, you might think, well, I got the flu, I'm sick. But what happened was you actually had to purge something out of your molecules so you could raise in frequency.
How much of that fever was
right? Exactly.
And how much of that fever was the other waste.
Right.
The germ that Aaron, I mean, poor Aaron, you know.
Aaron gave you cooties. Oh
Oh
no.
my God, he went, right, he brings home cooties to mom. He goes from LA International to O'Hare. Then he plays 3 nights in clubs in Chicago. Then he goes back to O'Hare, and there's a blizzard. So then he has to go to a motel. And then he goes back to O'Hare again the next day and flies back to LA International, drops off his gear from the gig, and gets the dog. Well, no, the dog and the cat are already in boarding because Moira is on site filming a commercial. She's a producer. So she's in Seattle, and he rushes back to LA International. Then he has to go back to O'Hare for a layover because that's where the layover is to catch the plane that brings him up here to Flint near me, which is like 13 miles down the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of that, all those strangers for a week,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he picked something up. But whatever did it the worst to him was the fact he scarfed down so much Taco Bell. And he cannot eat Taco Bell without getting sick.
Nobody
So
can.
hungry.
I don't think nobody can.
I know. I ate one bean burrito, and that was that. That was enough. And then I mean, I did get sick, but how much of that was what I picked up from him or not? How much of that was just this nuclear drug that they
and let's be real, right? It is cold and flu season, so this goes on, right? And this is like all of our lifetimes. We go through these periods of shedding, right? And we're at the end of this shedding, and this it didn't even. I mean, it was a nice Christmas. I can't say anything was wrong with it, but it just felt like it was. I was observing it on a different plane of existence. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, consider that this was a 9-year.
Yeah.
So I'm sick for Christmas Eve.
Yeah. And you purged it out. You purged all that 9 years out.
And Aaron wasn't on top of the world on Christmas Eve either, you know. But
yeah.
So we had a very quiet mom and son. It was very nice, really. It was very nice. He did everything for me. He took care of the dogs. He fed me, he fed them, he fed himself. He put the village up, and he did a great job. I'm just so excited. He used fencing that was from my childhood, and I haven't put that out for years.
Does anyone know where Sally is? I don't know. I haven't been to. I've been in this move thing, and I took December off basically because I had to get. I only had so much brain space, to get things done.
Yep, she's taking some time off also.
Exactly, Jake, cat lady. Yep, and you know what? For some people it works, but everyone knows he's a disgusting pedophile, and that's all there is, And I'll just keep saying it. Annie Bear said she got the flu shot a few days ago. Yeah, we're at the end of the year. The snake, that's right, Hypnicity, and really,
I like
it. Until like the middle of February, we're still shedding. So even though we're in the 1 year, according to the Gregorian calendar, Chinese have been around a little longer. I don't, I kind of use everything though. I just,
yeah.
It
all aligns in the end. It all does make sense. It all does align.
Yeah.
And, like we're at the snake and we're going into the fire horse. Well, that's Sagittarius, and it's going to burn, baby, burn, because we're going into Aquarius. Passion, passion, passion. Here we go.
That is going to be and that's when it starts. That's when I feel everything really does start. Middle of February took his, then 17th is that fire horse, and then the 20th is that 0 degree Saturn, Neptune, and Aries, and we're on. It goes. But so right now, this is what I was getting all day. It is about strengthening yourself from the inside. And I know it seems like we've been repeating that for 2-3 years. I don't even know how long now. Take a pause, take a breath. Hi, Ruby Red Slippers.
Woo woo.
Oh, yes. Yep, every 60 years.
right? So the 15th is another day where there's going to be a lot of delusion, because now we're going to have the top of a kite, and it's going to be Saturn and Neptune at that apex right here, right?
Nice.
And then we got Uranus over here and Venus over here, and it's like, woo, we can make it up. No, again, make sure your boundaries and barriers are up, shields up, mirrors out.
Yep. Mirrors
crystals
out.
in pockets in your bra everywhere.
I have crystals everywhere. Oh my gosh.
I know.
And it's important, right? Because this is us strengthening. I don't know how I see it. It's more than skin. It's our energy bodies. It just seems and when I see energy bodies, I see plasma. So maybe that's really what it is. I see the plasma being stronger. More congealed. Am I going to say that right? Like more.
No, I think we've learned how to navigate it better.
Okay, I just it's like
the same as it always was.
Right, and this is the thing. Like, we didn't have words for it. I always thought people saw all that. I didn't know. I didn't understand. But until later, and even now, I'm just like, oh, I thought you could see that, but. And it doesn't mean you won't. Like, people can't. We're all getting our eyes back, the truth of what is actually around us. It is a matter of that perception, believing that you can see a different perception, and reality is right there. But we've been told it's been one thing, and now we're going, oh, so if you just tweak that perception, and boy, a whole new world's just come in front of you. It's really cool. So that belief and
in spite of the fear mongering that they're trying to throw at us.
Yeah, they're trying to squash that ability that we all have to see.
So when we were backstage chatting just before we came on, and you had said something. I think what everybody needs to know is, if you know how to ride a motorcycle, great. You know what the first law is.
I didn't know this.
Where you're looking is where you're going. You look at the ground, your bike is going to fall over. Mm-hmm. You look straight ahead, you're going to miss the curve in the road. Mm-hmm. You have to understand that there is a periphery, and you have to use all of that all at the same time. And you can take it all in, because, which happened to me one time, if a deer comes bouncing out of the woods and leaps over the motorcycle in front of you, however, he kicks the guy in the helmet on the way over his helmet, bounding through the woods on the other side, and you're going up a mountain road like this, you got to pay attention, because you're going to fall down if he falls down. Thank God I was with a very, very seasoned rider, and nothing flinched him.
Damn.
He felt it. He said, I felt it, but I knew he was over me. he kicked me, but and it was probably more like he dragged it, not actually kicking him. At any rate, where you aim is where you're going. So keep your vision, but keep it wide open, because you can't take your eyes off of that point. You have to know when the road is going to turn, so that you're ready to do a little of this yourself. Mm-hmm. Yes, extra food and cash, water. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is the end of that 9 year, the end of that snake, the end. Even though we're going into a new era, it doesn't all appear to us in one day. We're creating all of that, and that's based on our beliefs and our perceptions. And if we can see this world that is peaceful and harmonious, and everyone, working in harmony. I was told this my whole life. Oh, get your head out of the clouds, get into reality. And I'm like, no, you get into reality. This cannot be the extent of humanity. It just can't, but it's, and that's another thing. We found each other, so we understand each other. We can say these things to each other, and you guys will go like, hey, yeah, I see that too, where other people are just going to be coming into their awakening and understanding of what's going on still. Everything's a process. Toilet paper, Leah says. Leah, you are so right. All of it. Yeah, don't go crazy, but definitely stock up a little. Yeah, we
Just
got
to be prepared. Like we're all Girl Scouts girls. We got to do that. I mean, you never know, right? You never know.
No, you don't. Barbara's birthday is on the 17th. We be red slippers. It's so good to see you, Jen Bowles.
Yeah, I'm glad. This is awesome here for Barbara.
Oh man, so nice.
So, what kind of cards you got over there, girl? I saw you shuffling.
I was just shuffling and shuffling. I had my unicorns. What else I got? I got my. Oh geez, I got a mess.
You got.
This is the only room I don't have finished yet, so I'm kind of got myself back here in the corner. But we're working on it. And I can't wait till this summer and spring because we have a beautiful yard. I get to plant a garden, and I'm so excited. It's just so cool. I have a willow tree out front, and I can't wait to see it. I'm like so excited. So that's why I have my room downstairs. My room is in the front of the house, and this is the front room. So I kind of got two rooms, thankfully. I don't know. It's crazy. And it's just perfect for a Cancer full moon. You're creating a home. You're doing the homebody stuff. You're taking your time, putting it the way you like it. Cooking. It's wintertime. Take that slow, steady pace, right? What you get?
Well, this is too cool. I just had a feeling. I got a feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. So here we are. We are the Queen of Wands. And ride your dragon, girls and boys. Ride your dragon.
Yep.
Take control. Stay focused. You gotta love it because I pulled the Chariot.
Oh my God.
Just stay focused on where you're going, I love these cards. I haven't used them for a while. I've had them set aside because we're going into winter, right? And the other thing is dreams. You can dream.
Yeah.
You can plot and prepare and plot isn't necessarily a bad word. Where you live is where you plant it. It's where you put it. Mm-hmm. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the rising energy of the Knight of Swords. So that's Chiron and Sarah and Xena telling us, you are able to take care of this. Seven of Swords. That also often denotes I'm sorry, I said seven. It's the Knight of Swords. That's your ability to fight for what you need, for what you want. Mm-hmm. For the right to party.
And you said that when it was the girl on the motorcycle, that was the Chariot?
Yeah.
And the Chariot's a Cancer card.
That's right. That's the Everyday Witch.
I love it.
Everyday Witch.
Oh, I love it. And that's so true, right? This is the dreaming time. We've been in that, you create your reality by building it in your imagination first.
Even unless you're in the southern hemisphere, if you're in the northern hemisphere, even if you're in a warm climate, it is still winter. Still cold. It's not as hot as it is in the summer.
Yeah. Yep. And I got the Diana Cooper Magic of the Unicorns.
Woo.
I got soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. And see there,
Nice.
rainbow, little
Nice.
family.
That goes right with those dream cards.
Yeah. Digging up the garden, creating something, create whatever it is. And then on the bottom was open to abundance. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. Now that's something I did write down. We have to believe that what's our heart wishes are is
Available.
thank you, is available to us. Everything is available to us. It is just us. We're the ones who block our own abundance, because if we don't believe I can have that, then you won't. And I kept getting, where's your home? Create your inner home. We create, the stronger we are on the inside, no matter what they try to throw out at us. You know, we're already standing here looking at them like they're ridiculous. I mean, it's I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words with this. That this has gone on as long as it has, and it's been allowed, and nobody's putting an end to it. Did you want to go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, because it's the slow moving big planets making their change that is taking so long.
Yeah, that's true. And they're all and this year they'll all be in different signs. They'll all be staying in their new signs. They won't go retrograde again like they did last year. They went in and then went back out. And yeah, and it's a journey, right? Life is a journey. Here we go. Choose a direction and take your steps. But first, you just got to imagine it. Did you want to do a little ceremony?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to do
Mhm.
the healing clearing prayer
Okay.
that I normally do with the Akashic records.
Okay.
So if we close as we began, let's take 3 deep breaths. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and divine grace, as we stand together in light, in the in-between, in the times of floating, in the times of hoping, in the times of the stars. There is hope under the stars. There is hope within. There is hope in the in-between.
Mm.
And so mote it be.
I love that. Thank you. And that in between is the liminal space, and we're in the chrysalis phase. We're just kind of goo. It's what I was saying last night. It's there was I didn't get to post this one today, but it's on this first full moon of the new year. I surrender all struggles that are draining my spirit and return to sender all energy that is not my own. I cancel all contracts, unwanted obligations, and connections from present and past lives that no longer serve my highest good. I call back my energy and personal power and move into 2026 from my highest and best self. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you all. We love you. We love hanging out with you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. We will be back on the new moon in Capricorn, right? Yeah, new moon.
How
Capricorn.
quickly we forget.
I know. Where am I? I'm telling you, this is what the solar does to me. The solar, I'm just like,
Yep.
I don't know. I can't get it together. But thank you all for being patient with us this last month and honor yourself.
Yep.
And we love you, and we will see you on the new moon. Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Peace.